What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to Coltown. Today we're showing off our top 200 finish with PEKKA, 177th global, and I'll just be showing off some replays before they are lost. I did 2v2s to like add some people. So yeah, we'll just do the last three. Maybe I'll show some of the other ones. I don't know how much time I'll have. Hopefully I don't get cut off by the server update too fast. I'm trying to do this as fast as possible. Alright. So this is my matchup, but you do have to be very careful. I'm going to be honest, I played this guy like an hour before, and I thought he was playing Lava Clone. Against Lava Clone, it's okay to start PEKKA first play because everything else is kind of awkward. It's your slowest rolling unit. It's also okay to start Magic Archer, but I didn't have that in cycle. I thought he was playing PEKKA, or Lava Clone, so that's why I started PEKKA. But either way, this went fairly okay. Not really. So yeah. I did that because I thought I knew what the matchup was. I actually don't remember if I knew he had Goblin Cage. Didn't people use this deck with like Furnace before? I don't remember. I don't remember if I knew it was Goblin Cage or not. But anyway. It's kind of an aggressive witch by him. It was because I tried to save the bandit. That was actually really unlucky because he witched, or the witch hadn't walked into range, so I actually should have waited a little bit on this. I pre-poisoned this because I had a feeling he was going to clone. And I also just didn't have someone. It's like, well, maybe he thought I did, and that's why he cloned, but that poison ended up being very good for me, and it actually got me back in the game. Because that start was obviously bad. But I did that for a reason. Alright, I had him muted during the game because I thought he was annoying. You can nudge. Yeah, I used Bandit to nudge that backwards so I didn't take too much damage. I don't know if I like my PEKKA here or not. And that Dark Prince was supposed to be in front of the Bandit. I played this game bad at the start, but then I focus up and play it a lot better in a bit. Alright, so mainly they don't have a big spell, so you kind of want to keep your ranged units on the field and low as long as possible to get as much value out of them as possible. Here I do decide to PEKKA on top because that Baby Dragon's in tower range, and also I can finish off the Witch. I try to get this Bandit to tank for the cannon cart, but I didn't get it down in time. And then I know I have a strong counter push here. Even if he Goblin Cages, I can let the PEKKA take care of business. And the PEKKA does quite a bit there, and actually gets a shot after this, I believe. And he was locked on a tower. So yeah, that was a much better showcasing of like how I should play that. I decided to put PEKKA here to just slow roll it as long as possible. I had a Magic Archer down already getting value. Rush the other side so we can't stack on top in front of the PEKKA with like a giant skelly. And I get down double Magic Archer. Like I said, you really need to use the fact that they don't have a big spell. And I tried to get that Magic Archer to kill the cannon cart a little bit earlier, but that actually worked out really well. I didn't even notice that live, that it was hitting tower in that position. And then you don't want to stack too much because they have NATO. So I'm pressuring opposite lane once again. Right here, I'm going to E-Wiz to protect the Magic Archers to keep them alive. And right here, instead of Bandit, I should have went Battle Ram left side. That was a mistake because I think I would have taken tower right away if I went Battle Ram. And there was no cannon cart in cycle, so that's a bit of a mistake by me. But still relatively well played, and I'm not trying to rush too hard. So I go there. I need to poison this. I think I missed the poison. Yes, I do. I was nervous. But still overall playing relatively well. The next matchup I played really well because it's a hard matchup. This one I could have played way better. Right there, I let I protected the PEKKA, and then I let the Skeleton Barrel connect because I didn't think it would be enough, and I actually take off the Battle Ram over there. So that was good. Moving on to the next. Hog Mortar. Minion Horde can be tough. It's a difficult matchup for sure. I don't know if I like Hog Mortar or normal Mortar better. All mortars are pretty much counters. PEKKA Mortar beats pretty hard. Even Rascal's Mortar beats pretty hard. It's just hard to fully defend everything and actually get it. It's more hard like to get through their defense, I guess, is what I would say. But I started PEKKA in the back here because I had pressure from that Dark Prince. I thought he would defend it, but he decides not to. And I also knew the matchup was. Oh, I didn't know it was Hog Mortar, but I knew it was Mortar, so I decided to PEKKA in the back there. Actually, no, I knew it was Hog Mortar because I wouldn't have done that versus Mortar Miner. Yeah, so I knew the matchup, so I knew Minion Horse coming down, so I predicted it, and it worked. And I get a bunch of damage because of it, pushing both lanes. And then this Magic Archer stops just out of range, and that went really well for me. It makes him overcommit, and I knew he overcommitted because he went Spirit Gobs and he had a zap because of it would have survived and killed him. And then also, like when I banded in the back here, it takes him forever to play something, which means I'm up like at least 4. So anyway, I was way up. I would have just pecked it in the back, obviously, but because that's your best play. Here I decided to snowball. I bait out the Goblin Gang, which is perfect because it's going to run right into my Dart Prince. I'm still going to be up a ton. He still has to defend the double rinse, so I'm going to peck it in the back as soon as I get 10. But he plays Minion Horde. Instead of playing this like he was on top and just letting it instantly die, I'm going to take a little bit of damage and use it to counter push. I think I peck it in the back actually, which is also fine. But basically, I'm maintaining my elixir lead. It was a good Minion Horde by him though. So right here, I mess up a little bit. Well, no, I can't. So I didn't Battle Ram there because if I Battle Rammed opposite, it would have tanked the aggro, but I didn't have Snowball and Cycle. And you need Snowball and Cycle to get rid of like their Spirit Gobs or their Bats, and since I didn't have it in Cycle, Bandit opposite was the play, but I shouldn't have played it to where it dashed to the right side. Good Minion Horde by him. I tried to Snowball back and then E was on top, but the Snowball back didn't work exactly how I wanted it to. I still thought the P.E.K.K.A was going to get a hit, but it didn't. So maybe I could have got a little bit of a better snowball. I didn't have the elixir to snowball US right away, but maybe I could have snowballed better on that angle. P.E.K.K.A there to deny the hog damage fully. And then I go for the Magic Archer. He fireballs it right away, which I knew he would. I think I'm going to go Bandit here. Yeah, I delay some of the damage, but also have a unit that he has to defend, so that's good. I go opposite lane Battle Ram. This time I have Snowball and Cycle. That's why I did that. I low Ewiz. I think I missed the zap, but it doesn't really matter that much. Anyway, I deny most of the hog damage. I knew this Fireball was an overcommit, so I'm going to P.E.K.K.A in the back. Because that Magic Archer had already gotten value, and then he Fireballs it for an equal trade. If he mortars offensively, I'm going to play something opposite lane. I think actually, yeah, I go Bandit. Waiting to see what he does here. I wait to see if he hogs in front of it. He doesn't, so I can just get away with a defensive snowball. And then I E-Wiz, and then I'm going to quickly poison this. He tried to overwhelm me. Poison was the only option, but in the meantime, I do have a lot of pressure because he decided to go all in, and I'm going to have so much pressure that he can't defend fully. So he tried to go in, but it wasn't quite enough. I knew that Bandit plus Poison should have been enough to defend. That tower is fairly healthy, so good attempts by him, but we are able to take the dub once again. And then finally, we're going to finish with a mirror match. I actually played Fish 3 times in season, and I beat him all 3 times. Unfortunate for him. He also started this game with Bandit. I don't know why, because you should never start Bandit in the mirror match, and he had played me 3 times, so he knew what I was playing. I don't know if he was tilted or what. But yeah, you just P.E.K.K.A those. It's really good. Right here, he still didn't have P.E.K.K.A in cycle. Another reason you shouldn't Bandit. In this meta, when there's so much P.E.K.K.A, even if it's not a mirror match, like, yeah, and then I pressure opposite lane. I assumed he was going to P.E.K.K.A in front of that Magic Archer. He's not even able to because he didn't have it in cycle. And as a result, this is going to murder him. And then on the other side, it takes it down too. And then I'm going to E-Wiz, and I'm up. I knew I'm up a ton of elixir. I considered Magic Archering and letting the Bandit dash, but I didn't really have anything to play in front of it. Like a Dart Prince. Bandit's not really the play there. But yeah, I have an E-Wiz. I decided to Bandit at the bridge. I believe oh no, okay, I'm going to say. Did I do that? Oh, it was later in the game where I did that. But Magic Archer in the back was good. I knew I had Elixir lead. Oh, this is where I Bandit at the bridge. I'm going to say, I should have just P.E.K.K.A in the back here, I think, honestly. I know why I didn't. I did it at the bridge because I didn't want to like have him ram and then P.E.K.K.A at the bridge, but I was up enough that I don't think it would have mattered. I think I could have just tower traded and 3-crowned him, but that's kind of risky. So I honestly, maybe what I did wasn't that bad. I could have also banded in the back instead of at the bridge, but whatever. It's not that big of a difference. Here I know he doesn't have Poison Cycle because he just used it. I'm going to E-Wiz to make sure my P.E.K.K.A wins the battle. That's a really big part of these mirror matches, is making sure your P.E.K.K.A has value by counter pushing. And I knew I was already ahead, so I'm not really worried about taking damage here. Not to mention my tower's so high in HP. I know he doesn't have P.E.K.K.A in cycle, which is how you stop these big pushes in the mirror. So I'm just going to spam. That's why I took damage, was so that I had an elixir lead so that I could spam. And then I wonder if I should have gone Dark Prince there. I feel like I should have. But it doesn't really make too big of a difference because I maintained the elixir lead by not playing Dark Prince. But I think if I played Dark Prince, I may have took tower. Anyway, I was just playing super safe, which is understandable because I knew if I won this game, I would be done. I knew that I was going to finish with this game, so. He should have played his Pekka a little bit earlier here. I tried to lock this Magic Archer, but I think I do actually. Do I? Yeah, I do. Yeah, he should have played his Pekka earlier, but the Magic Archer would have been fine either way. Here I try to protect it, and the Dark Prince comes out just a bit late. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but I still have a lot of pressure, and I have those barbs on the other side. Always seeing your mistakes is very important. I always want to see what I can do better. Still playing overall well, but small things that you have to get perfect. All right, so Pekka in the back. So usually, okay, so it's usually dangerous to Pekka in the back and double because they can battle ram and then Pekka the bridge, and you can Pekka to where your opponent can't battle ram to pull it because it's on the outside. But I knew that I had the Magic Archer there, and if he had decided to Pekka in the back, the Magic Archer would have got so much damage that I think I could have just poisoned out. So since I had pressure, I decided to Pekka in the back because I also had an elixir lead. So under those circumstances, it was fine. And then here I have the pressure, and that will connect the tower. Even if he hadn't, the right lane would have taken tower as well because he didn't have elixir and he had to play something on the left side. So split pressure, obviously big in that situation, knowing when to punish and everything. I think I'll show one more game. This game I played bad and wasn't close to winning, but this game I was so close to winning, and that's a really hard matchup, but I lost. RG, this also I was a second away from winning, so close. I think I should win that matchup. It's maybe slightly in my favor. Fireball helps him a lot more than Earthquake. Actually, maybe that's even, or maybe even slightly his favor, because Fireball's actually a big help to him. And then he has a fast cycle Musk. It's when it's Earthquake, it's my advantage, but maybe with Fireball, it's actually slightly his favor. I beat Destrugi in the mirror here. I already showed a Pekka mirror, so I don't think I'm gonna show that one. This is the other time I played the fish guy. He was playing Pekka Balloon that time. I think I'll show one more game, and I think I'll show RG. Yeah, we'll do that. All right. So try to catch his miner. He put it to where I could activate it with NATO. I don't know if it's. I think I played him earlier in the day, so he knew my deck. That's why he put his miner there. He was low. Take it out. He decides to go for the aggressive fireball. I knew I had an elixir, so I decided to ram in front of that, and he logs. I get one barb hit. I'm still obviously up in elixir. He actually megaed before he was at 10. So right here he fireballs, and I know this entire time I'm up so much elixir, so I'm like, I'm gonna Pekka in the back. Normally in this matchup I wouldn't Pekka in the back, but when you're up that much elixir, and I knew I was, because like he went for a super aggressive fireball, then he had to like over defend, and then he played a mega, and I was only playing things to like kill his troops, like I wasn't overcommitting ever. And then I can obviously not. I was up elixir, and then he miners offensively. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go all in because you are so down, so down. And like his defense is really good against my my offense, but yeah, so I go both lanes. Unfortunately, those skeletons get so much value in the left lane, but in the meantime, I do get a lot of damage on the right side. I wish I could have like snowballed the skellies. I don't know if I didn't have it in cycle or what I used it on there. I was talking, so I didn't even notice. I just was thinking of what I did in the moment. But anyway, it ends up relatively even. Unfortunately, I should have gotten ahead more there. I knew he had fireball in cycle here, but if you fireballed, and I knew he didn't have skellies, so, and then he actually misses fireball. I knew if you fireball, they would only break the Dark Prince, and then like the Dark Prince would either kill his Ice Wiz or it would get damage. So that was good by me. Here I Pekka because I hit 10, and I do it in front of the tower because I know he's RG. And if he does decide to go like minor RG to pull the Pekka, like I'm definitely going to take his tower in the counter push because that's such an overcommit. Right here, I need a pressure opposite. His fireball, NATO, you don't want to give him too much value there. I decided to go for the Magic Archer, and then I'm going to go for the Bandit on the Skellies to dash onto the tower. He ends up, I was thinking he was going to fireball the Magic Archer, and then that Bandit would have connected, but instead, the Magic Archer survives, and then along with pressuring in the left side, I'm going to go E-Wiz in front of it, because I knew he didn't have anything solid to stop it in time, and as a result, the Magic Archer just locked tower. Just barely not enough to finish out, though, so I need to be careful here. I decided to ram kind of high to pressure. That way he can't just go all in. And I'm expecting him to go on. He doesn't. I'm going to take this poison. It doesn't really matter if it doesn't hit the Ice Wiz. I decided to minor because I know he's going to try to go offensive, but here the bandit has more pressure, and then he does end up defending a little bit more, and then of course he's going to go all in on offense to try to take, but I'm going to P.E.K.K.A and E-Wiz, and that's enough to stop an RG from getting a hit. And then he tries a NATO, last ditch effort. I decided to battle ram in front of this so I have pressure, and then I'm also going to poison. And then I'm toxic, so I said thanks. Tensions were high. But yeah, we were able to take the top 200 finish. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace.